Whether it is basketball dreams, family fiascos, first crushes, or new neighborhoods, these stories, written by 10 award-winning and best-selling diverse authors, celebrate the uniqueness in us all. Today's preview is from Flying Lessons and Other Stories. It's a short story anthology that was edited by Ellen O. And our selection comes from Soul Painting Incorporated by Meg Medina. I reach inside the window of Pappy's van and yank on the handle to open the passenger door. It's my turn to ride in front. Raleigh sat there last time. You think they'll need a painter soon? Pappy asks as I slide in next to him. I follow his gaze to the second floor of Building 22. Men dressed like astronauts are tossing furniture into tall canisters marked Biohazard. Doña Rosa, one of the old ladies who lived over there, died in her living room last week. Her TV was on, so no one knew anything was wrong for 2 whole days. That means we were all sleeping near a corpse. A shiver runs through me every time I think about Doña Rosa's ghost hovering in the halls, insulted that no one noticed she was dead. If they do, I'm out, I say. For starters, Doña Rosa was mean enough when she was alive. Who in their right mind wants to risk meeting her now that she's a spirit nursing a grudge? I'm not going in there. Why not? She's scared of putrefaction. Raleigh climbs into the back of the van and parks himself on one of Pappy's paint buckets. My brother likes to show off his big science words almost as much as he likes showing off his biceps, especially in front of Pappy, who wants him to be a doctor. That means human rot. I know what it means, I lie, but that's not the reason. Are you afraid of ghosts? Raleigh makes his best zombie face and holds up his hands like claws. Ooh. Have some respect for Los Muertos, Rolando, Pappy says, trying not to laugh. He crosses himself and starts to back out of the space. I give Raleigh a stony look. He's right, but I know better than to let him know I'm scared. So I turn back to Pappy. I'm too busy, that's all. School starts next week and I have to finish my summer reading. I root inside the bakery bag for my pan cubano. I take a deep breath of the warm bread that's dripping in butter and grilled flat the way Raleigh and I like it. I tear off a chunk and sink my teeth in. A full mouth will keep me from lying any more than necessary. Pappy smiles at me and pulls the bill of my painter's cap down over my eyes. I can't argue with making a good start at your new school, so I'll let you off this time, but don't get used to it. You wanted to be my #1 apprentice, remember? I say, nodding. Pappy and I have a long-term business plan. I'm going to take over his company one day and turn it into an empire. Home Depot will eat my dust. I've already designed my business cards. They've got a sun rising and fancy gold letters. Mercy Suarez, CEO, Soul Painting Incorporated. Raleigh makes a face and snatches the bag from me. He knows I haven't cracked open a single book on my summer reading list, but at least he doesn't say so. In fact, I think he felt bad for me because he loaned me his good earbuds and CD player. Audiobooks to the rescue. He did the calculations while we were checking them out of the library. You'll be done in a mere 34 hours. Raleigh starts telling Pappy about the process of human decomposition after death and proper biohazard cleanups, so I tune him out. This is definitely the dark side of having a science geek for a brother. Not that it's ever been easy. Even when he was younger, Raleigh liked to dissect salamanders, dead roaches, and other creepy things. He always wanted to play Operation, too, which would have been fun, except that he changed the rules. You had to name the body parts correctly. No, not the Adam's apple, he'd say, as I tweezed out a piece without making the buzzer sound. It's the laryngeal prominence. Say it or it doesn't count. Geez, you'd think he would have pity on somebody who was 5. But no, Raleigh never cut me a break. Anyway, these days Raleigh likes crime shows almost as much as he likes science. He says he's going to be a medical examiner. Poking around dead bodies all day? No thank you. The air conditioner in Pappy's truck is shot, so I lean my head out the window. Even with the windows open, I'm sweating in my long overalls. I've lived in West Palm Beach my whole life, but even I can't stand it here in August. It's 7 a.m., and we're already at 85 degrees, if the frog thermometer at my bedroom window is right. Pappy looks at me and grabs my arm. Don't lean on the door. The latch is loose. Your mother will kill me if you fall. I scoot over. They sent our school schedules, Raleigh says, licking his greasy fingers. Mine is sweet. I've got microbiology, first thing in the morning. Oh, good. A whole year of listening to him talk about germs. I just survived his year in chemistry. For 2 solid semesters, he asked for things by their chemical formula just to annoy me. I'd like a glass of H2O, please. Pass the sodium chloride for my French fries. This banana bread could use more sucrose. I close my eyes, listening. Blah, blah, science club. Blah, blah, college application. I wonder what it's going to be like for me this year. Raleigh and I will both be at Seaward Pines, although I'll be in the lower school with all the other 7th grade amoebas. His word. Raleigh is 5 years older than I am, a senior. The last time we were in the same school, I was in kindergarten, and he was one of the bossy safety patrols with a plastic badge. After that, he became a sunshine scholar at fancy Seaward Pines School, where everybody thinks he's a genius. Mammy says I'm going to love Seaward Pines, but I don't know. I'm not much for fancy, and everything about that place is shiny and stiff. Even the red blazers I'll have to wear look hot and silly if you ask me. Plus, no one from our neighborhood goes there except Raleigh, so I'll have to make new friends. Stuff like that doesn't bother Raleigh. In fact, he's never brought home a friend in all the years he's gone there. I asked him about it once, but he told me to close my oral cavity. I think what Mammy really means is that she's going to love it. Last year was tough on her. My highest grade was a C, as in, Caramba, Nina, what are you doing? You're shaming us. Well, it was frustrating for me, too. To think all my years of perfect attendance and neat penmanship did absolutely nothing to butter up my teachers at report card time. It's what we call a poor return on investment in the business world. Mammy finally said, "Está aquí," and called Pappy to discuss my future. So I knew I was dead meat. I fought it as best I could, but they decided that I needed a more structured learning environment, aka Seaward Pines. And this has been a preview from Flying Lessons and Other Stories.